Welcome back. Today we're discussing about maths functions present in C++. You may till now be very clear about that it is important to use mathematics in programming in order to do certain operations. So in C++ also it allows us to do certain maths operations very easily using certain functions, and that is what we have to learn today. So it is pretty much clear that when we talk about maths function, it will have certain operations of maths. If I give one example, let's say we have 2 to the power 3. So this is a maths problem and we have to do, I can write this as 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2. So basically these kind of problems, rather than writing in this way in the longer format, how can we write this way in C++? If that is the case, what if we have something like this scenario where we have the problem in such a way that, let's say if I have 144 square root. Now we know that the answer is 12, but how do we write in this format in C++? For these kind of problems only, we have certain maths operations which are being made. Now, before we use any of the maths operation, you have to know one header file which we call as CMath. Now this header file will have all those libraries which will help us to do all those functions like maths operations, which we have square root, and then we have other like round functions, we have float, ceil, each and every basic functions that I will show you today. So how do we write in the starting of the program after we have written iostream or input output stream.h header file, we will write hashtag include cmath. So this is the way of writing the header file, and when you include this, then only you will be able to do math operation. Otherwise, it will throw you an error. So make sure that if you're using any math operation, remember that this is included at the top. The first one, as I gave you the example of 2 to the power 3, how do we write this using this? So in C++, the function name, we call it as pow, and we write 2, comma, the power of it. So this is how we write it. So when you write this, it will throw you the answer as 8. So you can write anything over here. Let's say if I write 5 to the power of 3. So this should give me 125 because 5 into 5 into 5 is 125. So this way, using the pow function, you can immediately get the answer of it rather than multiplying the same number several times. So this is the first function which is called as pow. Second, which we did is we did the square root. The square root is directly as it said, we write SQRT, everything small, and inside the bracket, we write the number. So this will give me 12. If I write, let's say SQRT, if I write 169, this will give me 13, like that. So you can use different kind of numbers which are perfect square and you can put inside it. If by chance the number is not a perfect square, then it may throw an error on some compilers. So be very careful with that. Next, we have two functions. One, we have the floor, and another we have a ceil. Now these are two interesting functions because one gives the floor number and another gives a ceil of the number. What does it mean? For example, if I have a number, let's say 4.6. Now for the 4.6, if I found the ceil, so it will give me 5. That means it will try to find, the ceil function will try to find that which number is closer to this particular fraction. If I take, let's say 3.2 and I go for the floor, it will throw me 3 because it will find from this side that which is the lowest one of this fraction value. So that way floor and ceil function works. Now then we have the function which we call as abs, or in full form we call it as absolute. It will throw you the absolute number. That means if I write here -8 and I write inside the abs, what is the absolute of -8? It is 8. That is the absolute value because we are only concerned about the value over here. So that is how abs work. Then we have two more functions. One is log and another one is exponent. So if I write, let's say log of 5. Now for this we have the logarithmic table, but if you remember the value, I know that it is 1.6. If I have exponent, let's say if I write exponential value of any value, if I write here, it will throw me the exponential value of that particular number. We write exponents as e to the power something, whatever number will come over here. So let's say if I write here 5, so e to the power 5, whatever the value will be, I think it will be something as 148 or 149, something like that. So that number will be displayed. So let's see all these functions which we have learned in a program and see what outcome we get. So as you can see, I have the program over here, and here I have written some values, and moreover I have written all the functions. So as you can see, first we have the pow of 2 and 3, which we have already taken. Let's take some other values over here. Let's take 4, 3. Now this means that we are multiplying 4 3 times. So 4 into 4 is 16. Then 16 into 4 will be 64. Next we have square root of 49. We know square root of 49 will be 7 because 7 multiplied by 7 is 49. Then we have ceil of 3.8. As I said, it will find the nearest integer. So 3.8 will become 4. Then we have floor of 2.3. It will find the nearest integer from the left hand side. That will become 2. Now this is the absolute value of 3.1416. It will throw the same number as, because we just need the absolute value of. Then we have log 5. It should give something 1.6. Then we have exponents of 5.0. This should give, I think it will be 148 or 149. So let's see what will be the outcome of these numbers. So if I run the code, as you can see, 64, 7, 4, 2, same number 3.1416, 1.60944, 1.6, 148.4, 148 or 1. So I was pretty close. So these are the maths functions which you have to remember of how they work. But don't think that these are the only maths function in C++. There are so many, but right now, since you're in the very basic level, so you have to know all these math functions. And when we move forward, there are sines, cos, and all those kind of advanced kind of functions are there when we do math with C++. For now, you remember these. And if you have any questions regarding this, you can put down in the comment section. And if you didn't understand from any of these functions, you can put down in the comment section. I will try to help you out as fast as possible. That will be it for the video. See you in the next one.